Hi there. I'm Diane Grissel, and I'm also known as Silver Disobedience. So welcome to my podcast. Today, I want to talk about the law of attraction. Is it BS? Is it hocus pocus? Let's take a look at it. Let's break it down. See, the law of attraction states that thoughts are a form of energy, and what we think about is what we attract. The first thing I want to say here is this needs a disclaimer. Sometimes crap just happens. It does. A child getting hurt, I'm sorry. That child is not looking for that. That is just plain outright refutation of this law. But there are times and places when it could be a very effective law to think about. But let's break it down and look at it. We all know people, happy people, who seem to be attracting everything in their direction. They always seem to be talking about the great things happening to them. Now, of course, we all know they have down moments, but for the majority, things seem to be going okay for these folks. Now, we also know some people who always seem to be fighting their way through life. Something seems to always be happening, lining up, trying to make their lives miserable in one way or another. Then, of course, there are those that are constantly worrying about one thing or another. And sure enough, it does seem like problems that are cause for concern constantly befall their lives. So what's going on here? A lot of this has to do with the power of our subconscious minds. You see, the subconscious mind has one job and one job only. Its job, its role is to make reality out of what we believe to be right. It's the validator. Okay, so think of it, that's your subconscious. It's the validator. So if we believe things are going great, our subconscious job is to support, prove, and validate that belief, making it our reality. Now, however, the flip side is also true. So if we believe we can't do what we want to do, have what we want to have, win what we want to win, meet whoever we want to meet, or achieve what we want to achieve, or whatever, our subconscious will help to create the situations, find the reasons, and seek the people that support these beliefs. We'll prove ourselves to be miserably correct. So the point is, since the job of our subconscious is to prove our beliefs to be correct, it might be time to take a belief inventory. Otherwise, maybe we're choosing to run on autopilot with dire consequences, as we may be heading straight towards disappointment in any number of ways. So if you get one thing out of this podcast, let it be this. 99% of what we want and need originates in our thoughts. I am absolutely leaving a 1% variable because inexplicable crap does happen to everyone. For no reason, it just does. So maybe some of the times we can get what we believe we deserve, not what we want, because our powerful subconscious supports every effort to put our thoughts into actions, causing things to happen. Our subconscious mind is always subservient, taking directions from our beliefs. If we desire something but don't think it's possible, in many ways we're stalling our own powerful engines. So it might be time to get our motors running, fueling our beliefs, fueling our minds with positive thoughts and actions that support our beliefs. Try it. This is a universal law with notable exceptions, but for the most part, give it a try and watch what happens. And keep tuning in here for more inspiration and encouragement. I'm Diane Grissel, also known as Silver Disobedience. But stay tuned. Hey there. I am very excited to extend this podcast with Charlotte Reardon, who is my co-host in a lot of different projects and adventures. And we have a 30-year age difference between us. And when you hear her voice, you're going to know she's not a New Yorker originally like I am. So she's going to share some perspectives on the law of attraction. And is it BS? Is it hocus pocus? how does the law of attraction apply from Charlotte's perspective and maybe yours as well? Here goes. Charlotte.
Thank you very much, Diane. And just like as Diane said, I am 30 years younger than you. And so I do have a slightly different view, I think, on things. I think it's hard not to, but equally we are quite aligned in many ways. And I'll tell you why. I believe the law of attraction is massively, massively important. And I think without those beliefs, you listen to someone like Will Smith, you listen to Michael Jordan, they all have very similar tenacity, I would say, and beliefs. It might be very different, but it's very, very similar and set. And they visualize and they use motivational meditation techniques and lots of different things. So I do absolutely believe in the law of attraction. After probably buying into it for over 6 years, I would say, and doing multiple different retreats and meditation techniques, I've gone from meditating 2 hours a day to meditating, if I feel like it, 10 minutes a day. And I think the biggest thing for me that I've learned in all these ups and downs, especially into my 3rd year of the self-help movement, I would like to call it, is that I wasn't getting any results. Now, why was I not getting any results when I put myself into all of these positive, spiritual, mental affirmations, visualizations, all of these things? I put myself in groups. Why was I not getting success? And the bottom line is all of these things are great, but without action, nothing will happen. And for me, my biggest thing is the law of attraction matched with action, regardless of whether it's taking the trash out or going for a meeting in the Chrysler building. You know, it's still a form of action to improve your life. And so what I would like to add to this is that I do believe in the law of attraction. I do believe in affirmations. I think a lot of visualization techniques have got me to where I really wanted to be, especially to this day. But without the action matching the feeling and the affirmation and the visualization, I think you're fighting a losing battle.
I think you are so spot on. And the whole time I'm sitting here thinking, action speaks louder than words. And it's, I won't sing anymore for you. But that is the first thing that kept running through my mind. Action must be coupled with the words, or it is a lot of BS.
Yeah.
But so we've broken down the law of attraction a bit today for you to think about. Your comments are always welcome. And wouldn't we love to hear what people have to say?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
we do hope you subscribe so you come back and see us more often. Thanks. This is the Silver Disobedience Podcast. I'm Diane Grissel.
And I'm Charlotte Reardon.
Thank you.